Do you want to know the 4 categories of sales questions that you'll need to master if you want to be a top performing sales professional? Hi, I'm Shawn Casemore, and I help you learn how to be a top performing sales professional so that you can earn more money in less time. If that sounds good to you, make sure you hit the subscribe button. And if you like this video, click the like button so that I know you'd like to see more content just like this. Now, whether you're struggling to convert deals, maybe you're just trying to close a deal and it's just not happening, or maybe your prospecting efforts really aren't generating a lot of opportunities. Whatever the case, there's a good chance you're not really using sales questions in the way you should. And there are 4 different categories of sales questions you'll need to master if you want to be successful in sales. Now, I'm not going to go through all of the questions for each category, but I'll give you a quick example, so let's get started. Category number 1 are personalization questions. These are questions that help us understand the objectives, the needs, and the priorities of our buyers. So examples of these questions might include, so John, tell me a little bit more about your objectives for making this investment. Or, John, I appreciate that you've wanted to meet here today and talk a little bit more about the service that we offer. Tell me why this service is a priority for you right now. The second category of questions that you'll want to consider are probing questions. Probing questions are questions that help us uncover the reason for the investment. So, for example, we might ask questions relative to why is this product or service that we offer the right product or service for them? How have they come to that conclusion, or how have they reached that conclusion? Why is now the time to introduce the service that we offer? Why haven't they done this in the past? If they've done it in the past, who have they used, and why are they continuing not to use them? You see, this is what I call peeling back the onion. The goal in making a sale is not to come in and present. It's to ask questions and understand needs from various different levels so we can position our product or service effectively in order to make the sale, which takes us to category number 3. So category number 3 then, of course, is positioning questions. So these are questions that help us position our product or service such that it is what they need. Let's use a simple example. Let's say I'm selling you a sweater. You've been buying this sweater from other people in the past, and now you're considering my company. There's got to be a reason for it, so hopefully I've uncovered that through my probing questions. Positioning questions, now I know your priorities, understand why you're considering buying my sweaters instead of the other sweaters you've been purchasing. Now I want to position my sweaters in such a way that they stand out from anybody else. So positioning questions are those that help us position our product or service. For example, our sweaters have been produced here locally for the last 50 years. Have you found another source that actually produces garments locally? When we produce these locally, what that allows you to do is come and actually take a look at the quality firsthand. Do you have people here that would actually like to visit the factory where sweaters are produced? You see, I'm asking questions, but I'm positioning them around the benefits, the value that our product or service offers, which takes me to category number 4. So this last category then ultimately are preparation questions. Now you may be wondering, well, hold on, Shawn, why am I giving preparation questions now? I'm at the end of my question sequence. Aha, you're preparing them for your proposal or quote. You see, too many times somebody says, send me a quote, and we're like, oh, whew, excellent, I'll see you later, right? And we get out of there. We actually want to prepare them for what they're going to see or read on the quote. Now, maybe you don't have all the information, that's okay, but you do want to prepare them maybe for some terms and conditions, delivery, etc. So let's use that continuing sweater example I used before. We might say something like, I'm going to send you a quote that's going to talk to and speak to some of the volumes, styles, and even pricing points that we've discussed here in our conversation. By the way, you are bringing up budget in your conversation, right? You better be. Okay, so with that said, now I'm going to move into preparation. I'm going to say, well, on this quote or on this proposal, there's going to be a few things I just want to clarify before we get there. So then I explain those. Maybe it's our terms are typically this, our delivery is typically that, and then I turn those into questions. So I might say, does that term, net 30, does that work for you then, John? Or I might say, does a delivery of 6 weeks from point of order, does that work? Does that suit your needs, John? You see, these are all questions that validate for me that what I'm going to put in the proposal, first off, now they know about it because I've explained it, but I'm making sure it's not going to meet an objection. That's what preparatory or preparation questions are. They're flushing out objections before they arise, so that, notice, I haven't sent a quote yet. I haven't sent a proposal, but I'm already trying to flush out objections. That is a key category, and that's what the masters use in sales. That's it. 4 categories of questions that will help you close bigger deals and close those deals faster than you ever have before, all from the power of questions. If you'd like to see more videos on sales skills, make sure you check out these videos next. I'm releasing new content on a regular basis. And until next time, make sure you watch these videos, and we'll talk to you again soon.